Hey everybody, welcome to ChaseyKPlays, or welcome back to ChaseyKPlays. I wasn't here last week. It's the first week I've missed in over a year, and I was a little bummed to miss it. But I feel like I have a pretty good excuse. My house got hit by a tornado. That's a pretty good excuse to me. Obviously, I'm okay. I was here at the time in the house. I was in the basement. And we had some damage. This room, thankfully, not damaged. Like, all the gunpla is okay. The computer's okay. The PlayStation 5's okay. I'm okay. Yeah, it's all okay. Outside that window, bad. Bad. Had some trees down. Had some windows broken. Actually, the room right behind me has like a giant crack in the wall because that's where the tornado tried to rip the roof off of this house, and thankfully it did not. So, yeah, we're still figuring stuff out. But I wanted to get back into this and just play something, feel normal again, So I don't have Bobby here. This is not a Stranger Than Split Fiction. When I'm recording this now, this is the Memorial Day weekend. So Bobby has plans with his family, and I'm still cleaning up stuff around here. So I thought I would just pop in and play something else for you until we get back to Stranger Than Split Fiction, probably next week. So in the meantime, I found out about a new game, or a demo for a game that is rapidly coming out, that I wanted to give a try. So we're going to try that now. And I can pop over like this, and I think that should be good. Let me go to windowed mode just to make sure. Yes, okay. All right, I think we're good. Yes, I'm going to play Wordplay here, which is a new game from Mark Brown. And if you are unfamiliar with Mark Brown, he is the man, voice, everything behind Game Maker's Toolkit, which is a wonderful YouTube channel that talks about the development process of making games. He previously was not a developer and just talked to a lot of developers and gathered a lot of stuff, and has a great voice, has a great mind for video game stuff. And then he kind of inspired himself to try his hand at developing a game himself. And so he did. His first game was Mind Over Magnet, came out last year. Pretty cool game. Go check that one out. And then he was going to go back to just being a YouTuber. And then he had this idea for a game, and he put it together. And it seems really cool, and I wanted to check it out. So this is a demo. There's more that's coming out for this game. I think it's coming out in June, he said. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously on Steam, that's how we're playing it. You can add it to your wish list. He also said it will eventually come to mobile, iPad, and that kind of stuff. So let's pop in. Wordplay collects anonymized. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can keep my data for this one. Sure. We haven't played, so we'll try this. This is my first time even loading this up. So I was going to say the point here, but there he's just going to show you how to play. You spell words to score points. Words must have at least 4 tiles or 4 letters. And I press this little arrow over here to submit my word. So it's a little bit like Boggle, which is a game I love. But it's also not like Boggle because you don't have to pick the letters in order. So, I could just start and I can go, hey, how about we spell the word guess? How about we spell the word guesser? That gets us more points. So let's try that one. So it's also a little bit like Balatro. You see at the bottom here we have plays. I guess he could just tell you how to play his own game, I suppose. So we lose a play when we submit a word. If we're out of plays, it's game over. And you get +4 plays if you complete the round. Or no, you complete the round to get more plays. That's probably what that +4 icon is. So it's a little bit like Balatro in that you have a number of words. In Balatro, it's a number of hands that you get. And we're trying to get to a certain threshold of points here. So, this can move the current tiles around the grid. Oh. Okay. Why would that be? That just feels like something you probably should be able to do for free, if I, in my opinion. But or maybe that just means I can hit the 2 button to do that. Yes. Okay, that's what that means. Hey, look at that. Or I could just click it. Cool. Because that does not feel like something that you would need to spend something on. Okay. Let's see here. He said in his video about this game that he used an open source dictionary that has about 200,000 words in it. Do you think that has the word foodie in it? I don't know. If it doesn't, we can change it to hoodie, but foodie's in there, so that's fine by me. Yay, we got some more plays. Okay, more like Balatro, or he mentioned also like Vampire Survivors or any kind of roguelike game, we're getting modifiers or bonuses here. So we can add 2 standard Q tiles to the letter bag. Okay, Q obviously worth a lot of points. A little tough without a U, so we'll see about that one. Add your refresh count to the bonus score. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what my refresh means. I guess that's probably just changing all my tiles out in case I don't have a good word I can use. Or I can add the sell price of all my modifiers to the bonus score. Click on modifiers to sell them and get refreshes. I don't have any modifiers now, so why don't we, I guess we'll just take the Qs, see what happens. Okay, I see Stitch. Can we do better than Stitch? We got an ing, that's something. Sting. Can we do stitching? Stitching. Hey, look at us. Can we do better than that? That feels pretty good. You could do exciting. That gets that X in there. Let's just go with that. I feel pretty good about that. I guess it's a solid amount of bonus points for spelling such a long word. And we win, actually. That's if the word has 2 of the same letters next to each other, multiply the bonus score by 2. That's interesting. I like that. All Q tiles are swapped for QU tiles. That's pretty huge when we already got a Q. That's pretty sweet. Increases by 3 when a modifier is sold or destroyed. Okay, we're not selling modifiers at the moment. Let's jump into the QUs. Okay. So that's okay, our modifiers are just shown over here. That's kind of cool. And then these are our refreshes. Yeah, puts the tiles back into the letter bag, refreshes them with new ones. Okay, and this shows which tiles are still in the litter bag. Spent tiles are returned to the litter bag at the end of round. Okay, I see. All right. If we had another L, I could do cellular. Claire. Too bad we don't have a T. We could do clarity. Jailer, maybe. No W, or we could do jewelry. Only one C, so we can't do bicycle. I don't love this. I feel like it takes a lot of useful tiles out of our pod. I'm sure this is extremely interesting for you. Yeah, okay. Just for time, I suppose we can do jailer. Third of the way there. That's pretty good. You can shuffle or you can spend a refresh. Yep, all good there. Moved. I'd really like to get that X off the board. I could just do Vex, but they need to be at least 4. Did we take the no, we took the QU one, so we using double E's. That's not gonna help us at the moment. Caved. It's not awful. I'm glad there's no timer. I mean, in Boggle, there's a timer. I could. The thing I like about Boggle is you're just like rapid firing words. You're just looking for everything and throwing them down. And occasionally you'll find like a good juicy one and grab a bunch of points off of that. But in a game like this, I like that I just kind of get to sit back and just explore a little bit. So we can shuffle up these, see if we see anything here. Really love an R or an N in here if we could get that. Maced. I wish I could actually unscramble, like go back to what I had before. But I suppose that's fine. How about badge? Anything better that we can do? We had one where we used the X, and I forgot what it was now. Let's go with badge. I'm probably overthinking this a little too much. Okay. Oof. Some rough letters here. Moved is still here. Does use a decent amount of letters. I'd really like an in, so I could do convex. That'd be nice. Yeah, moved is probably good enough. Again, we got plenty of plays, so... Only one H, so we can't do which. We can do fix, but we need more letters. Oh, it's nice that you can swap these. Oh, that's a great feature. It's not enough. That gets us there. I don't like what it leaves us, but does it shake up? I can't remember if it shakes up the letters after we use them. Okay, return a tile to the letter bag and swap it for a random consonant. Permanently increases the new tile's score by 1. It's kind of cool. All tiles are automatically refreshed at the start of each round. Okay, so we don't have that generally, but we can get that as a modifier. And plus 10 to bonus score decreases by 1 when you submit a word. Okay, so that just gives us a good start on a bunch of words, and eventually it kind of goes away. Not sure what the pips mean. Like maybe we can do that every 4th word that we do. I don't know. Let's see. I like this. So return. Okay. Let's get a better O then. Okay. So now we've got just a nicer O in our tool belt. That's fine. Man. Okay. I mean, we've almost got quote. We got quota. Pretty close to quotient if we had another T. If we have flux. Yeah, sure. There's probably something better we can do with that Q. QUI. Quicks. Yeah, we'd need a C for quixotic. Yeah, sure. 14's not great, but it's something. We could do vexes. We could do flexes. Yeah. Can't quite do travel. We could do train. Could do trainer. We could do truant. Gets a U off the board, and that's something. We got 3 of them. But that also takes a lot of really good letters from us, too. Could do ruiner. And that takes a lot of letters. Those are all 1 point each, so it's not fantastic. How about we do waiver? Ooh, actually, no. Screw that. How about we do... I'm a nerd. How about we do wyvern? Yeah. It's pretty good. Okay. Could do something like waiter. That gets us there. Yeah, sure. Probably should have used one of those U's, though. 2 S's to the letter bag. It's not bad. Modifier shows the next 4 tiles to come out of the letter bag. Convert all J tiles to golden tiles. Yeah, okay. I like fun. All right, special round. Tiles refresh after submission. Refresh locked. Okay. So this is kind of like the boss blind he said in the quotas isn't bad, but I think I could probably do better. Let's just leave this for me up here so I can remember that. Squad. Squid. Just trying to use expensive stuff here. Squirt. Squirts. What about squibs? Feel like we can probably still get more. Hey, this gets us something. Fifth of the way there. Okay. Is there a way to use the J and the QU together? Jargon's not bad. Quota's there. Quoter. Java. Okay. Graham, like the cracker. Grab. Nah, Graham's better than that. You also don't lose any points, or I guess what he said, he used to use you used to lose a play if you put a word that isn't a word or isn't recognized by his dictionary there. Oh, I guess I could be doing this too. I could be shuffling stuff away. I guess I should be doing that now because these all go away anyway. So let's make a D better. Grams. I don't know if they're going to give me that one. No, they're not giving me that. Okay, but an S is pretty good here. We could do crash. Ooh, we could do cashew. Okay, 30 points to go. I see like a rifle. Rifled. It's not bad. You could do refiled. Or you could do trifled. Okay. So it doesn't really matter at this point. Granite. Granted. Granted's probably better. Add 2 wild cards to the bag. It's not bad. Not worth anything, but pretty good. This modifier's sell price increases by 1 at the end of each round. So you just get refreshes for the selling. I haven't had to use a refresh yet. I think maybe we just grab the wild cards instead. Okay. You've got maize like corn. You could do graze. We do have to find ways of using these eyes. You could do. We don't have an. I don't have an O in for million. Could do. Nope. I was thinking Malays. I don't have enough letters for that. could do a maze and use our wild card. Liger gets an eye out and just gets us more letters to use later. You know what? We could switch one eye out at least. A V. Does that change anything for us? We could do value. Gravity. Sure. Phased. Unphased. Yeah. I like that. Still can't get that QUJ. It's not bad. We could do better though, right? We could. I kind of want that plus 10. Ah, that's fine for now. What? Quilters isn't a word? Like, why wouldn't it be? Weird. Okay. Um, we could do ingest. We could do request. Man, this is really cool. Maybe this is not the best game to record. I don't know if I'm sure either you're wondering why I'm just sitting here, or you're screaming at the screen for me to do something. The word that you see that I very much don't, I guess. I mean, there's quip. There's squirrely. It's pretty good. So we just need 20 now. Quest is here. Quells is here. That gets us there. What? Wait, when you like, he quells something. He makes it calmer. Why? Okay. Dictionaries are fun. No, why? I mean, quick is enough. Let's just... What? Oh, right, because we got... That was the reason why quells didn't work, because we used Q. Yeah, of course. Of course. No, I see it now. I understand. I understand the problem. That's funny. That's funny. Is that... That gets us on there on the dot, doesn't it? Sure. We probably should have just gone with regular quick, though. +4 refresh isn't terrible. Add 2 ING to the bag. That's pretty good. 2 more wild cards isn't bad. The problem is, if I wish this was, they count as 3 letters, but the 8 points is probably solid. You know what? I'll take these. I like those. That's fun. All right, I don't like all these I's, so I'm going to toss one in there. Let me get a Y. Okay, so those are just temporary things that we get. All right. I mean, I guess you code it this way, but it's funny that they gave me Y as a consonant, which, you know, sometimes is true. That's fine. How about weaning? We could do winning instead. No, I think weaning's fine. Query. Equine. Leaving ourselves a lot of vowels. Acquire. That also just leaves us a ton of vowels. Even though it does use a decent amount of vowels. Yeah, let's go with that. That's not how you spell acquire. Idiot, that's how you spell acquire. It's these QUs that throw me off. I think more U's need to be in there. That's not a lot of points. You've got thrive. I think we can do better than that. Could do party. You could do partier. No, you can't. There's only one. Only one R. I mean, that gets us points. Nope, can't do venue. Can't do review. We could do Panther, which would get us more, but it does take away more letters we might want to use later. We could use a refresh if we needed to, though, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did not leave ourselves much. These are decent letters. Solver solved. Can't do resolved. Yeah, that's not bad. How do you spell velour? Yeah, there you go. Like the fabric. Gets a U out of there. No H. Almost got to birthday. I mean, we need that for the R. Got about. Gotta be able to do something with these two B's. Like. Dab. No. Can't do wobble. Maybe we could do two D's. No. Body. I like body. Uses a lot of consonants, though. Oops. Doubted's okay. Yeah, okay. They don't count that as 4. Ah, if only we had another E. I mean, that still works, but... Can add even more wild cards. I don't feel like the modifiers we've gotten are really all that good. Add the sell price of all your modifiers to the bonus score. Sure. I mean, just to get something different than what we have. So we just use that? I don't know. I got to use birthday now. It's pretty good. Okay, so that did... I guess that is pretty good then. So we want more modifiers now to get more for the bonus points. Interesting. Let's see. I think we could do quixotic now. Oh, we only have one eye. Damn you, Don Quixote. Got some high dollar letters here. Do we have a heck of a lot to do with them, though? We've got something like good or groom. Those don't use the good stuff, though. Tax. Oh, we're so close to taxidermy. God, can you imagine? Could do aquatic. Yeah, I guess this doesn't matter unless we have more golden tiles. Because it's just going to start at ×1. You could do like toxic or toxins or... we could do good to just see if we can get the letters we need for quixotic or taxidermy. We'd lose our D. Okay, let's say we wanted to do taxidermy. Taxidermy. What are we doing here? Taxidermy. Okay, so we can use the rest of these letters. for something. I don't know how many words you can make with that are 4 tiles long. Not much of anything. You could do... No. No, that's not good. J's a tough letter, isn't it? I mean, you get them at the beginning of words, but there's not a heck of a lot where they show up in the middle. That feels like such a waste. Like to have these wild cards, you should be using them to get here or here. Think they'll give me Earl's partner? Nope. No, they will not. I mean, we could do aquatic. It just leaves us nothing. We're using so many good vowels. We want those A's. But we also want to keep moving on, so we'll go ahead and waste a word. This is a little tougher. So our only vowels are O, U, and I. I mean, you got food. Could do moving. Empowering. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Does it leave us much? Gourd. Oh, if we had a T. If only we had a T. God, jousting would be so good. It's too bad we don't have a T, or we could do outfoxing. Gourd is not very good, but does it give us openings for better letters? Sure. It's not the worst. If we just had a K. T for exciting. Excising. It's something. Need a second G for juggle. Need a B for jumble. Two Fs. Could do muffle. Muffles. Could do... two M's. Let's take our word. Take it while we get it. All right, almost finished here. We could just finish off with joking. 16, 21, that gets us there. Yeah, screw it. If your word has a golden tile, the tile to the right will be turned into a golden tile. That's cool. Has an additional tile slot to the board. That's also pretty cool. Let's go for this. See if we can get more than just our J. All right. Let's go for, we could do like serpent. Oops. It takes too many good letters away. Could do quest. You could do quester. I wonder if they do something like that. You think they'd take those? I don't know. How about torque? Torques? Yeah, sure. Gets us some points. Could do like camel. No R to do caramel. We do have an ing here, which is useful. Do like caving. Can't do opening. We only got the one in. Do like looping. Feel like we should be able to get one more letter in there. It's not bad. Yeah, okay. No C. No second C. I guess it probably makes more sense to use your refreshes to like stay to make sure you're staying ahead of the plays that you need. Like this is a lot of low point letters here. Could do like crave. That's not very good. We could just spend a refresh. Sure, I guess just to see it. Let's do one. Just really hoping to get one of those J's in there. You got queen. There's an ing here. If we had another P, we could do quipping. If we had another T, we could do quitting. I know we already used it before, but equine, like being on a horse, do they count that as a word? No, no, they do not. Equip. No in for equipment. That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, that is just 15 straight up points there. 15 plus the rest of these. It's not great. Could do thinning. It's better. Yeah, I mean, it's points. We're starting to use a little too many of our plays, though. I'm not sure about round 10. You can go back to torque. Torqued. Could you do like retorqued? Nope. Just feel like there's a better use of our letters here. We need one more T for... Oh, no, we don't have an I. I was thinking etiquette. You think they'd take that spelling of racket? Racketed? Nope. God, there really should be something big here. Equator. Equation. Equationer? Is that a word? No. Equationed? No. Reacquainted. I like that. What? Come on, you gotta help me out here. You need a better dictionary. Reacquainted? That's how you spell that, right? Or does it have a C in there? I'm looking that up. Reacquainted. I'm probably wrong. Yeah, there is a C in reacquainted. And we don't have a C, unfortunately. But man, if we had a C, we'd be in business. Painted. Painter. Oh, it's got to be in here somewhere. I feel something big in here. Uh, grotesque. Grotesque? No. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. We need another 40-point word, though. That's not even close. Could do like banning, panning. Dawning. Gotta get us some length in here. Winged. God, that just leaves us with so many vowels. Could do opening. Deepening. Yeah. It's not going to be 40 points, but it's close. Okay. Let's make sure we're leaving ourselves with something good for round 10. So let's try to use up some of these A's. Oops. A braid. Another. It's only used one of the A's. Actually, it would be nice to use another for the next round. It also does use 2 A's. Yeah, I mean, the A's aren't terrible to have next time. Okay, that's a little dangerous, but we'll see. Okay, we got our J. Duplicate a tile and create a glass tile with the same letter. You don't lose a play if you submit a word with only 4 tiles. If we're on round 10, that's probably pretty good. Yeah, I think we need that, just knowing that we're on round 10. The first tile is locked, so we have to use a B. Woof. Well, we can use brother. God, it's going to be really hard to use that J then. We're just going to be left with a lot of A's, though. Brand. Wonder if it's locked, if all our words are going to start with B, or if just one starts with B. Oops, I didn't even spell brother right. 8 plays to make 200 points. It's possible, but it's going to be tough. Like, on the bright side, this gives us, we're always, not always, but we're going to have a better chance of getting into the deeper ones because we're given a bonus letter, but it also hamstrings us quite a bit. How many words do I know that start with B and have a J anywhere in them? Banjo is a word we can make. I don't think that's good enough. Okay, that's something that it doesn't, that it changes that out. Could do like mouth. What do we use these A's for? We've got so many fucking A's. Major. It's not enough. We need better than that. Need like majority. That would be okay. Or like mahjong. Yeah, I think we need to do it anyway. It's not enough. Back to B. I mean, like bath is there, but that's not good. Bathe gets us a little bit better. We could refresh. Does that help us? I don't know if it helps us. Could do like, no. You could do like biking, sure. You could do breaking. You could do brazen. Oh, need a Y. Brazenly. You could do bravely or braved. At that point, I'd rather just do brazen. No. Blazing. Blazer. could do blitzing. It's pretty good, actually. Okay, 100 points with 5 plays. F. Got I and K. INDR. Could do like Finder. Could do file. Could do like fluff. Could do and also like there is we do get this once around, so we kind of have 6 that we can play with. Filmer. I think that uses too many of our good letters. Flavorine. Flavored. Flavored's pretty good. I mean, we could do flavorine. Yeah, I guess flavorine. That gets us the extra points. Keeps an E. Okay. All right. I feel better that we're gonna make it now. Oh, it's just going. I don't know because we got an F at one point. So, huh. Man, we're so close to so many good words. I want like mesquite. It's not there. I want like mosquito, but it's not there. We could re-roll, but I'm not sure we need to do that. Let's see, our vowels. Just U and E. Throw an Elon up there. Could do mended. I feel like that uses a lot of our good letters, but I think at this point we can just start kind of tossing them out there. So this one we should be able to play for free. I could do better than Duck, though. I guess if we were going to do that, we'd definitely do Duck. Just keep the O. Don't have another E for diffuse. Oh, we could do like diffusing. There you go. Hey, look at me. Yeah, that's pretty good. What do I think? Lock doesn't do anything, obviously. There's something cool about this. I like this. I think I'm coming from a background that like really likes Boggle. And so I'm thinking about this in Boggle terms. And in Boggle, you only get, 2-3 minutes to make words. So there's like a real speed of like I'm playing this, I'm looking at stuff and I'm making connections. And also in Boggle, I feel like you get more letters to play with in the board to begin with. I still like what this is doing. I like that it gives you bonuses for longer words. I like that you're getting modifiers. Like when I play a game like Scrabble, it's really fun to play with the modifiers of double letter scores or triple word scores and like trying to play the strategy out of finding those. So I like the way the modifiers work in here in a similar fashion to, a Scrabble kind of like meets Balatro of, I've upgraded all my A's and now I get to do bonus stuff with the A's. I guess I wish it was a little bit more impactful. I know like one of the things that Mark mentioned in his video is that he didn't want these things to be game breaking. He wanted this to feel more like, he didn't say this exactly, but it felt a little bit more like a New York Times crossword puzzle kind of thing, where it's less that you could break it in half, and more of just like finding the little efficiencies, and solving a puzzle in that way, rather than, when you play Balatro and you go, oh, these two modifiers together make infinite points, infinite chips, I guess, in that case. But I think there is something really cool about doing that, about using the letters here. And so I kind of wish there was almost more play and more modifiers in what you're doing. But man, it still is. It's really interesting. I think this is cool. This is something that I probably would not play on my PC a whole lot. I mean, I'm doing it here for you, but if and when this comes to iPad, I think I will. I could totally see myself playing this, and maybe there's like a daily mode where you try to get the biggest scores possible. That could be interesting. I don't know. It would be interesting. I mean, I played like Words with Friends before with some people I knew, with some family and with some friends, and that was cool for a bit. I've played Boggle games, like Boggle apps where I just build words on my own. That's cool. I think there's something here. I'm looking forward to seeing the full version that has, I think he says he wants to have 100 different modifiers or upgrades in the full game. So it'll be cool to see what those other ones are going to be. Like I know like this one, when you could put a period at the end of a word or period on a letter, if the letter is used at the end of a word, you get a bunch of bonus points for it. I'd have no idea what these light blue tiles do. But yeah, I want to try it. It's definitely on my wish list. I think if you like what you see here, you should put it on your wish list too. And video games. Video games are pretty cool. I'm gonna come out there and say that. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's been ChaseyKPlays for this week. Thanks a lot for joining me. Let's actually go back to this look. Hey, look at me. Oh, that is horribly out of focus. Have I been out of focus this entire time? Hey there. Focus up. Focus up. Too dark? Do I need to get brighter? I don't know. We'll fix it later, I guess. Oh, nope, that's warm. That's cold. That's normal. There you go. I don't know. We'll figure out what the hell's going on with the camera later. Anyway, thanks for joining me for another episode of ChaseyKPlays. Hopefully we'll be back next week with Bobby Pease to play more Stranger Than Split Fiction and have some good times there. If you want to see other stuff that I'm doing, go to the description of this video and check out The Casual Hour, a podcast I do with Bobby Pease every Wednesday, twitch.tv/casual hour. It's a lot of fun. We talk about video games. And then my very good friend Pierce Corshane and I have another podcast called Pilot Program, where we watch the first episodes of every television show ever made. That's just a fun podcast to do with a good friend. And now that I'm rebuilt and I've got power back and all that stuff from the tornado, I think we're finally ready to schedule that episode that we've been planning for months now. And just, Pierce was busy, then I got busy, and so now I'm glad to be back, and I think we'll be ready to record that one. So go check that out too. Link in the description for that one as well. Until then, thanks so much for joining me. We'll be back next week with hopefully more Stranger Than Split Fiction. But until then, catch you later.